Good morning. So, welcome to one more session. Now, in association with Vishwa Medical Admission Point, right, we are conducting these series pretty regularly. The whole idea is to give that perfect preparation before you really start for your medical journey. And today it is a very special day. Today we'll be talking about this important part. That's why we said that parents are specially invited. See, what really happens is that a student, right, a medical student or as such student of any of the field, when they really study, the role of parents that is not less. In fact, at many of the places, parents will be acting as a very strong support. So, bus that's the concept what we'll be talking about, right? Hello, I'm Dr. Bankim Jani, right? I am MD radiologist, plus I'm into the field of IT also. And to keep the entire introduction bit brief, I am into, say, even sports, right? And I have acquired more than 118, 120 medals. And last time someone has sent me the mail to watch for that, how these medals they look like. These are the medals. Divided into two groups because one, this is the, I suffered from a very bad COVID. So these are pre-COVID and these are post-COVID medals, right? Some of the medals they are in the range of when we have ran over 60 kilometers recently, right? Two races they were there in which we ran more than 60 kilometers continuously. Okay, so let's start with our today's topic. And when we say that this is for parents, actually, yes, this is for parents. A very clear message that when we say that yes, मेरा लड़का डॉक्टर बनेगा या मेरी लड़की डॉक्टर बनेगी, but one very clear fact: medical to complete MBBS, it is not the end. After that, they have to go for post graduation. After that, they will be going into their private practice, right? Private practice, and then when the success comes. But during all these years, right, it is like a marathon. It is like a marathon. I train people for marathon, but I say that it is a race of 42.195 kilometers. It is not a sprint. Don't take it like a sprint. कि चलो 100 मीटर दौड़ना है तो then the things are different. It is not a sprint. Same way medical journey is not a sprint. It is a marathon. Who is valued? Who finishes? Simple. So in marathon, even if you complete 42.1, but some distance is left out. Do you get medal? No, you don't get medal. You have to cross the finish line. Then and then it is considered that you have finished the race. Same thing is over here. There is nothing like that. If someone tells that, yes, I have done second year MBBS. No, there is no degree like that. Second year MBBS. This simply means that you have not completed. Bas, baat khatam. Right? So sometimes people say that, yes, I have done second year BCom. No, there is no degree like that. That means that they are 12th pass. Right? So thing is, we want that our kids should cross the finish line. This is what is important. Finish what you start. Finish what you start. Otherwise, out of enthusiasm, we start so many things, but we never finish. Right? So this is one of the very important sentence, finish what you start. True, right? You will agree with me that yes, if we do this, we really progress a lot. So coming back to this, when we say that this is the medical journey of our kids, right? Medical journey. Is it painful? Yeah, it is painful, right? Because the study load, that is very high. Is it impossible? No. So many thousands and thousands of students are becoming doctors, so it is very much possible. right? Very much possible. Our kid will will get the success positively. He or she will get the success, no doubt about it. But what we really want is that it should happen with ease, comfort, and most important, clarity. Clarity. That means when you learn any of the subject with ease, comfort, and clarity, you remember it for long, right? You remember it for long. याद रहता है. You don't start forgetting it. In any of the exam, if the fundamentals, if the basics, they are not clear, then rest of the substance, it is forgotten very easily. This is what happens before the exam. And then last night of the exam, when they keep on studying so much, because that ratification has literally destroyed the entire concept. So they try to again do the cram work, whatever is remembered, next day it goes into the exam. The moment exam is over, we forget everything. Like, ha, exam khatam. But no, in medical, that's just the beginning. Because in medical, you just can't forget anything, because that's the thing which you'll be implementing practically for whole life. So that's why whatever the way your kid has studied, or if you are a medical student and if you're listening, whatever the way you have studied till this point of time, forget about everything. This is that where you have to remember everything. You can remember only if you love your subject, right? If you love your subject, if you love your subject, subject would love you. Is it lengthy? It has to be, right? It has to be lengthy because there is so much. And this is MBBS. As you will go in post graduation, you will be learning more and more and more. There is no end to it. So for lifetime, you are a student. You are a student. Remember this thing, right? We all are lifetime student. If you keep this mentality, this attitude, that's the best thing. And because you'll keep on learning constantly. But then what I'm about to say is not to insult anyone, but this is the crux which has been picked up from so many emails. Right? First point, which is for almost every parent. Sir or madam, don't compare your kid with anyone. Compare your kid, your bacha, with anyone. Many of the students, they have even written the dialogue also. My father tells कि देख बाजूवार के लड़के ने कितने अच्छे मार्क्स लाया, देख वो लड़की कितने अच्छे मार्क्स लेके आई, तुझे तो कुछ आता नहीं है. Right? Never do that. Never. It's okay. Someone can score more, someone will score less, right? Up, downs, they keep on going. But when we compare, it damages the subconscious, right? This subconscious mind, it gets damaged. This leads to damage to the self-confidence. And when the self-confidence is damaged, everything is gone. Gone. This is vital. Today we'll be talking about only few points only, right? We won't be talking at means all lengthy things. Just 5 simple tips you just follow. And for these, you don't have to spend any time, right? You don't have to spend any time. You don't have to spend any money. Yeah, seriously, nothing. And still, your kid would perform better if you follow this, right? Can anything be more good than this? No time is to be spent, no money is to be spent. Seriously, kuch nahi. Bas, we need to change certain things, and it is very easy to do it, right? So first thing, clear, right? Don't compare your kid with anyone. This is the first thing. By the way, again, few emails they arrived about super reading. Super reading. Super reading was, like I said, that this is a method, right? In last session, I said that this is a method which will improve your speed, but I'm not interested in only speed. It will improve your comprehension. Comprehension means your ability to understand the subject. So when you understand the subject at a higher pace, you will be able to represent it in your own language, right? Represent it in own style, in own language. But this is needed in today's world. No one is interested in doing that ratification and then speaking same line by line, word by word. No one is interested. That's the reason I always say that when things are taught in PowerPoint, right? PowerPoint is a killer, is a creativity killer, right? Creativity killer. Reading PowerPoint slides, many of the students they complain that at their place that teachers they just read the PowerPoint slides. No, that is wastage of everyone's time. There's no fun, no fun, right? It's completely useless. Instead, what you do, say in medical, we know that once you will be studying in any of the colleges of the world, it has become like a pattern, right? Every time PowerPoint, every time PowerPoint. What I am telling you is try to do this. Pick up the keyword, right? Pick up the keyword. Those important words, make a list of them, and then try to write the whole context, the whole subject in your own language. In case if you feel like that, yes, you want to go for super reading full session, right? I don't mind, right? There are numbers which are mentioned over here below, right? So just talk to them, right? Talk to that now, talk to the person over there. We shall give your questions, give your suggestions, and we'll plan for that. Yes, good morning. And chat is on, so anytime if you want to ask any question at this point of time, right, you're most welcome. Don't hesitate in asking anything, anything. Don't worry at all, right? Okay. So two things we discussed. One, that was for the parent, that keyword would be compare. No, right? So no comparison, never compare. And we also talked about super reading. This is that method which I wish that everyone should learn, especially if you are in medical college, because this thing will give you a very cutting edge. Say after doing my MBBS and then DMRE, I'm telling you that how it really helped, right? Post graduation in radiology, right, with MRI being the subject of dissertation. This was more than enough. Then I went into the field of IT. Thought, ke chalo, let's see how these computers work. So, did my CCNA, CCNP, Cisco Certified Network Associate, Cisco Certified Network Professional, Cisco Certified Security Professional, then Cisco Certified Designers, designing, that is where you have to design the networks, right? And few more. Then from Microsoft, MCSC, Microsoft Certified System Engineer, MCSD, Solution Developer, MCDBA, Database Administrator, right? Then there are few more. Then from Sun Microsystems, Sun Certified System Administrator, Sun Certified Network Administrator, right? And then also did Master CNE, Master CNE, that is Certified Novel Engineer, that is the fourth company. Then CIP, Certified Internet Professional, Certified Internet Business Strategist, that means how do you implement the networking knowledge into the business, and few more, right? In all, total there are 23. On all these things, they were finished in the span of 16 months. and then I was technical evangelist for Southeast Asia. Then also I'm also into the field of graphic animation, and into the field of photography and painting. My 36 oil paintings you can see on my channel, right? There are 36 oil paintings. I prepared a film and then I put all of them into my channel, right? So plus on that channel last year in association with VMAP, now onwards we'll call it VMAP, Vishwa Medical Admission Point. In association with VMAP, we conducted several multiple training programs, right? Multiple training programs. Almost the entire regions were discussed, and the complete dissection, right, from the cutting of the skin till the last bone, right, everything was practically shown. And all those videos, they are there for the anatomy, for the physiology, right, for the physiology, about the cardiology, radiology, right, all these things. A question was asked by someone at that point of time, that should we study so much in depth from the first year? True, yes, because by the time, say for example, ECG, X-ray, right? See, the trouble is, it is taken for granted, right? That once you are in medical, you should know, you learn how to read ECG, how to read X-ray. No one teaches systematically, because these are the skills. This is something where you need to develop this skill. That's the reason that we went for this foundation part very aggressively, conducted several training sessions, right? So it happens like rest of the journey, it becomes easy. This is our intention, that your rest of the journey should be so easy, so comfortable. And at any point of time, if you got any doubt, still students, they keep on sending me mail at this still you are mbbs at gmail.com, right? This mail, this email we created specially for students only, MBBS students. Our MBBS students, that is like, okay, we are with you till you complete your MBBS, right? So any of the question you can always send, right? Okay, so when we said that don't compare, you'll agree to that, right? Okay, yes, when the comparison goes, the entire mood, the entire, what I say is efficiency, it goes down, you know? So this is one thing. Let's not compare our kid with anyone. No money and no time is lost, right? The second point which I would like to talk about. Now this is the most important point. In fact, I'm about to reveal that secret. This secret is such, and it is so effective, you just need to implement it. No money is required and not much time is needed. I mean, can anyone be free for just 5 minutes a day? I think that is more than enough. We don't need even 5 minutes, 2 minutes. As you will practice, it will be a matter of seconds. And that secret is visualize. Visualize. Visualization, that means ability to see the things, see your success in real time with absolute clarity. If it is asked to us that where do you want to reach in your life, and suddenly we feel कि हाँ क्या, say a question is repeated, that in your life, what do you want? What do you want? And if someone tells कि मुझे बहुत पैसा कमाना है, agreed, right? If someone tells कि बहुत पैसा कमाना है, मान लिया, what is that बहुत? What is that lots of? They say I want to earn lots of money. What is this lots of? And then if it is said, okay, go ahead, think whatever you want. This is where we find it difficult even to think that what really we need. Same thing is true for the success, right? The definition of success, it keeps on varying. But one thing is that if you can visualize, it will be much easier. So what is visualization? Visualization is that can you describe what you really want in so much depth as if the picture should be coming in front of us. Start writing. Write. Seriously, write. Write every day. Write every day. Even if it is one line, no problem. But write every day. Previously, I used to write in notebooks, but now I write on my iPad, right? And then you hide that file. This is like you are talking with yourself. You don't have to discuss this part with anyone else. But this is where you write all your positive, all your negative thoughts. Write everything. In other words, empty yourself. Empty yourself. Once you empty yourself, you'll be having so much of space to learn new things. Second, when you're writing things so positively, many times when you'll go back and when you'll reread it, right, there would be smile on your face. Ki, haan, yes, this is what I used to think. I have achieved that, right? But at that point, it is difficult because in life, everything goes like this. When we were in 8th standard, we used to feel that ये 6th standard वाले, right? कितना कम course है, right? Unnecessary चिल्लाते हैं. 8th का course देखो. When we came in 10th standard, same thing. When it came to 12th standard, and if any 10th standard student would come to you and will ask for the guidance, you'll say, अरे कुछ नहीं है, बहुत कम course है. Right? Same thing happens when it is MBBS course, right? We feel carry so much, but when you'll come to post graduation, you'll feel oh, these MBBS course is so less. Landmarks which we cross, they become easy. Landmarks which we cross, they become easy, right? Anything which is coming up is always difficult because we are not experienced it. Do write this, right? Do write all your feelings, that what you really want to achieve. Gradually you'll find that your brain would be conditioned, right? Your brain is conditioned for success because when you achieve something, if you get good marks, so you write it. When you write, you feel. When you feel, it stays with you forever, right? It stays with you forever because your brain is conditioned. When you feel, that is when you watch, right? When you watch it or when you hear it, right? All these things, they make your memory more powerful. There would be impact of that thing even in your life. You'll become more disciplined automatically. Otherwise, if anyone tells कि चलो पढ़ने बैठो, nothing happens. No, nothing happens. But when you write, when you feel कि yes, this is happening, right? That's where suddenly it is like a Brahma Gyan. Suddenly you feel like yes, it is so easy to read, so easy to study. You can work for long hours and it will convert into a good habit. Good habit. People say, time management, right? Everyone. Is this webinar for MBBS in abroad? Everyone. This webinar is for students, medical students, right? So I as such never do any say discrimination between whether person is doing MBBS from India or it is from abroad. Is for everyone. At least today, though, it is for everyone. In fact, every time, that is on Wednesday, Saturday, when we meet, right? So on Wednesday, it is for national exit test, and on Saturday, it is for USMLE, right? So Pranjal, it is like next, everyone has to appear. Whosoever wants to practice in India, whether he has done MBBS from India or he is international medical graduate. That means he has done MBBS from abroad. So no difference. It is same for everyone. Same way USMLE, with perspective of US, everyone is foreigner. You know? So once again, yesterday we talked about USMLE. So this is for everyone. So our discussions, they are for medical student, right? Or a student, I would say. Everyone, right? So over here, right? This is a normal pattern. This is how it happens. what I really want, that you cultivate the habit of visualization. Visualization. Visualization in the form of you just write. From today, from today you start doing this. And first day, so it might happen you will sit with a pen in your hand and you'll say, "Kya likhu? What should I write?" Right? Whatever comes in your mind. Now, this is a public place, right? So that's why I can't speak Gali. But just I'm telling you, sometimes, because say it is the file which you are writing, right? No one is going to read it. Bin das, write it. Bin das, right? Whatever comes in your mind. You see, every time sophistication is not needed. Do write, right? And write it in bold. Because after that, man becomes shant. Right? You feel happy. Right? जो बोलना था बोल दिया. Right? And then you focus on yourself. Right? Focus on yourself. Recently, I was just talking to one of my student, right? And and student from other country. And yes, that person was getting badly harassed. I showed that person this trick, that start writing. That person became so bold, right? So now the things are like absolutely reverse. No one tries to harass that person. So this is what is needed. Focus on yourself. Like in one of the football match, right? Someone kicked my leg and I got injured. My father taught me one very good thing. He said that next time when there is a match, don't fight with that person. Don't try to kick him. Defeat him by playing so good, that he should feel bad. Right? And in the next match, right, we defeated that opposition so powerfully, right? And that's the method to take revenge. Right? The way in Japan it is said that there is no strike, right? There is no strike. So if they are dissatisfied, all they do is they work so hard, they double the production. Production becomes double, right? That's what they do. See the style, that's how the countries progress, right? So over here also, we are, what we are talking is focus. It is vital. And for that, you need to visualize that where exactly you want to reach, right? What is your target? What you want to become? If you say that, yeah, yes, even in the first MBBS, if someone tells I want to become a neurologist, why not? And it would definitely happen that at certain stage you will feel like, no, no, yeah, neurologist, no, I want to become cardiologist. हाँ तो ठीक है. As you will learn newer and newer subjects, it will happen. The role of parents is this: to cultivate the habit of visualization. This can be done even by talking with them. This can be done by writing. You write. But when you talk with your kid, with your son or daughter, that yes, what do you want to become, right? And do write. Do write. You just put it into practice and then see the effect, right? So this is the second point which I wanted to talk about. At any stage, anytime, say even the third MBBS student. So those who have not practiced this thing, I say, okay, no, it is, you are never late. Start doing it. The day you do, after 3 days, you will find that yes, suddenly the discipline, the focus, everything has started improving. You do it and then you let me know, right? So these were the 2 points. One, not to compare, not to compare. And second was develop the habit of visualization. these were the 2 points which we discussed, right? Coming on to the third point, we'll be having only 5 points to talk about. Just 5 points, not more. The third point, say I was talking to medical students, right? Just before some time when I was abroad, right? I was talking to those students. Every student they has got some problem. And then we blame them that they are into smoking and they are into this and that. It is very easy to put allegations. All these things, they happened because there was no one to listen to them. So from that point, I say listen to them. It requires tremendous patience to listen. Seriously. Because the moment someone tells, that immediately we start telling, "Arey aisa kar do, waisa kar do," right? As if we have done PhD into that. Just listen to them. At times, medical students, right? They are so matured. They are capable of finding the answer by themselves. But someone should listen to them. By listening, by speaking, by expressing, again, they are emptying yourself. They empty themselves. When they empty themselves, yes, solution becomes easy. At the same time, they are ready to learn new things so easily, right? So this listening, it is easy to write. When it comes to practical, it becomes difficult, right? But yes, develop the habit to listen to them. Now this fourth one, that would be most interesting. Most interesting. Now, in case if your parents are medicos, right? Mother or father or both, they are medicos. So then to this is very easy. So in that case, this tip is not for them. This is for anyone else who is, when the parents are non-medico. Student, our kid, let's say is in first MBBS. If it is asked कि अच्छा आपका बच्चा मेडिकल में पढ़ता है, फर्स्ट ईयर में सब्जेक्ट्स कौन कौन से, एंड वी फाइंड कर है ऐसा क्वेश्चन. Yeah, that's the thing. No one would complain if you don't know the subjects. कोई नहीं बोलेगा. No, Pranjal, I think you have not understood what's the topic of today. From where to do MBBS? No, that's not the topic of today. Right? And neither on Wednesday or Saturday or today, no discussion is on whether it is government or private or India or abroad. No, this is not the point. This totally depends upon that what's your score, right? So our discussion is not on that, government or private or India or abroad. It is absolutely your choice. So listen carefully that what's the topic, right? The topic is, it is for parents. Got it? Another thing is, so whether it is like whether to do it from government or abroad, right? All these things, if you want to discuss, it is come on Wednesday at 8 p.m. That is where we discuss about what is national exit test. Okay? Achha. Otherwise, it becomes, say, we are over here to talk to the parents and then we drift whether to do it on, or to learn from government college or private college. Well, if someone has scored well, will they be going for private college? If someone has scored well, will they be going for abroad? It's so obvious, है ना? But the real reason is that, anyway, because you picked up the point, that's why I'll take 2 minutes on that. I say this thing, that with the advent of national exit test, everyone comes at the same platform. Okay? And for that, you need to see that Wednesday video. or come on this Wednesday to talk about it, to learn about it, because this is where you get the second chance. Otherwise, previously it was like those who are doing it from India, straight away they appear for NEET PG and then they are off, ready for the post graduation. As soon as they pass their MBBS, they are ready for the internship. They are given the license that yes, you can practice in India. Those who are IMG, International Medical Graduate, right? No, they can't do it like that. Previously, there was one exam which was called as Foreign Medical Graduate Examination, FMGE. After that, you are allowed to do the internship or the practice. And then you want to go for post graduation, you have to once again appear for NEET PG, and that's how the entire path was so long. You got it? Now this thing is out. It is just one exam which is for everyone. So that's the point, that even if you have not done wonders into your NEET, don't worry, right? Study properly and study systematically, focus properly, and then when it comes to national exit test, show your creativity that yes, you have got guts, right? Get good score. And that is where, whether you are doing it from India or abroad, you are into competition, right? The trouble is when we don't focus. Okay? So our today's topic, coming back to that, is for parents, because this is like medical journey, right, which is so long, and the support to the kids, that's vital. So this is where the parents can give that support. Otherwise, say if someone tries to become extra smart, okay, yes, I'll cram everything, was gone. Just go through the national exit test or USMLE, how smart these tests are. That ratification, gone are the days, right? They never clear. And even if they clear, they don't stand any chance in the competition, because these are competitive exams. They are the diagnostic exams. You have to really diagnose. So this is the difference. All these things we are discussing so that you study properly with the proper focus and the foundation. है ना? Otherwise, so it's all pathetic if the base is weak. And it is the first year when the base is to be made strong. And that's where the role of parents also comes into picture. That's why why? Because otherwise, why the Sunday? Why the Sunday? Sunday is put simply because parents, they listen to this. Even if they follow one thing, that would be more than enough. Hope I've answered your question. So the point is, know the subjects. Know the subjects of your medico kid, right? Because even if we say that okay, they are studying anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, right, these are the first year subjects, even if we know a bit about it, the frequency, that will start matching, because from this point onwards you are friend of your kid, right? So when you can talk with the same frequency, anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, even if you know something about it, it's more than enough. You don't have to learn all the name of the muscles or arteries or nerves. No, that is not needed, right? So this will not help you in understanding medical subjects, but you will understand your son or your daughter well. There are many subjects which are really difficult as it progresses. Say, for example, pathology or pharmacology, when they'll come, yes, they are difficult. But again, your son or daughter, they will manage by themselves. But when you listen to them, right, then when they'll speak, "Kare dad aisa hua, are mom aisa hua," bas, listen to them, then their anxiety goes away, and then they will be able to perform. But if you don't understand at all the subject, then your son or daughter would say कि मैं क्या करूं बात करके, right? It will, for no reason, it will create what's called as the communication gap. So avoid this gap. avoid this gap. So this is again, the topic is for parents, right? And this is a message to parents that, gentlemen or madam, don't compare your kid with anyone. The second point, which was teach your kid the power of visualization, right? And they can just start by writing, just write about their dreams. Every day you have to write, even if it is one line, that is fair enough. Listen to them, right? Listen to them. This is important. Fourth thing is know something about the subjects, something, even if it is like what exactly comes in anatomy, that's fine. See, I'm writing only the keywords, right? Only the keywords, because all these principles, they are based on the concept of super reading, right? Super reading. And the fifth thing, and the last point, make a habit of meet your son or daughter's friend, right? Try to meet them. Meet your son or daughter's friend. This friend circle is vital because they can make or they can break. Obviously, there is so much of stress, and then it is very easy to go downhill when there is stress. This is where your guidance will come into picture. Everything said and done, you know that you must have seen so much of stress in your whole life. You know how to handle it, right? The stress in medical is very high. So if you teach them how to handle it right from the beginning, they will never go on this negative path. So if you have seen, we talked about all these 5 points, and in all these 5 points, no money is spent, right? You don't have to spend anything. It is simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Follow these 5 points, and these 5 points, even if you follow 2 points, enough. It will make medical journey of your kid easy. Bas, that's our intention. That medical journey, you should be able to add some ease to your kids' journey. Otherwise, so yes, they are doing MBBS, they will do MD, they will do MS, right? MD, MS, everything, yeah, they will be doing. But what if we really make it easy? My father was in bank, but yes, he was knowing even many of the names of the bones, many of the name of the muscles. Yes, and he was my best friend. Unfortunately, I lost him. Right, he had carcinoma of liver. But this is the difference. So that's why whatever I have told you is from my own life. It's not like a force or compulsion that everyone should be following it. But yes, this is something which has given me proven success. So that's the reason I thought of sharing it with you. Regarding the MBBS, right? I only say it is the desire, right? There should be a burning desire that yes, I want to become a doctor. In NEET, depending upon the score, you will be getting admission into government college, right? Or next step would be private college. But if you feel that yes, I have worked enough, right, and then there is no possibility or chances are very less that my score would be extraordinarily improved, there is no harm in taking the admission abroad. Till this year, you do it from outside, problem, because you have to pass through that one extra exam. But now everyone becomes on the same platform. After 5.5 years to 6 years, everyone will be coming to the doors of national exit test. Same for everyone. So where is the problem? Right? Simply, you are intelligent enough to know that where to do what. right? There are differences in the education standard or training or teaching standard. Yes, it would happen. It would happen. But our final goal, that's why I said, what is your final goal, right? Depending upon your final goal, proceed. And then this next exam on Wednesday, we shall be discussing, or last Wednesday also we discussed. So you'll be getting complete detail of next. There is discussion on PLAB. So if someone wants to practice in UK, so then that is also there, right? You want to practice in US, so then you have got US MLE, right? So yesterday night we talked about US MLE. Crystal clear, right? So the idea is this: government or private or abroad depends, right? All depends upon the score. But do it. You become MBBS, go for the next exam, right? And then proceed further as per your choice. But unless and until there is no visualization, there is no desire that this is the level which I want to achieve, and the parent support, the entire journey becomes more difficult. But so that was the idea, that everything should be happy and easy, right? With a proper support, the entire journey becomes much easier. Right? Any questions? You can ask. I have given you the details. Thank you so much, and see you on Wednesday, right, at 8 o'clock. And on Wednesday, we shall be talking about two exams: National Exit Test and the PLAB, right? PLAB is for UK. Okay. Thanks a lot and see you soon. Bye bye.